On September 15, 2025, the global entertainment world was once again shaken by remarkable news from the Korean music industry. The music video for Haegeum, one of the most monumental solo works by Suga, Min of BTS, officially surpassed 100 million views on YouTube. This achievement is not just about numbers. It symbolizes the immense influence of a rapper, producer, and composer who has continuously proven himself on the international stage. Haegeum was first released in April 2023 as part of Suga's solo album, D-Day. This album completed the August D trilogy, an alter ego of Suga known for his raw, bold, and unfiltered expression of social criticism and inner struggles. From the very moment of its release, Haegeum instantly captured attention. The track's fusion of the traditional Korean instrument Haegeum with modern hip-hop beats was a refreshing innovation that resonated not only with ARMY, BTS's fandom, but also with global music critics. Crossing the 100 million view mark within 2 years of its release is an extraordinary accomplishment for a solo project, especially considering the fact that BTS members were fulfilling their mandatory military service during that period. Although Suga stepped away from the stage due to his national duty, his artistry continued to live on in the hearts of listeners. Now, in 2025, with his discharge completed in June, this milestone feels even more meaningful, almost like a warm welcome back to the entertainment world. Linguistically, Haegeum is a traditional Korean string instrument known for its unique and emotional sound. But in this track, Suga gave it layered symbolism. He used Haegeum as a metaphor for liberation, release, and the act of breaking free from societal shackles. This is a song about freedom, Suga explained in an interview upon the album's release in 2023. I wanted people to reflect on what freedom means to them when they listen to Haegeum. This powerful message is the very reason why the track never feels outdated. Each time it is replayed, the lyrics strike with renewed relevance, be it in addressing media pressure, politics, or the challenges of digital life. When Haegeum first dropped, it immediately trended worldwide. The music video amassed millions of views within mere hours and climbed to the top of YouTube trending in more than 80 countries. It also entered the Billboard Hot 100 and secured a strong position on the Billboard Global 200. What sets Haegeum apart from many other K-pop releases, however, is its longevity. The track didn't fade after its initial hype. It grew steadily, gaining appreciation from musicians, critics, and even new audiences outside of the BTS fandom. The combination of cultural heritage and modern beats created a soundscape that stood the test of time. The moment news broke that Haegeum surpassed 100 million views, ARMY mobilized across social media. On platform X, formerly Twitter, hashtags like Haegeum100M and Suga100views trended worldwide. Fans from every continent shared their first experiences with the song, their interpretations of its message, and stories of how the track inspired them through difficult times. In South Korea, some ARMY even organized offline viewing parties to celebrate the milestone. Meanwhile, international fans posted fan art, dance covers, and creative edits that reimagined the song in different contexts. For ARMY, Haegeum wasn't just a music video. It was an emotional journey worth reliving and honoring. For BTS as a group, 100 million views is not unfamiliar. Many of their group music videos have surpassed hundreds of millions, even billions. But for Suga as an individual artist, this achievement holds profound significance. It demonstrates that his artistry thrives even in his absence from the spotlight due to military duty. His work remains not only relevant, but also increasingly celebrated as time passes. This milestone also highlights the unwavering loyalty and dedication of the BTS fandom. ARMY's commitment ensures that every solo endeavor from the members never goes unnoticed. Instead, these projects emphasize the distinct artistry and individuality of each BTS member. With his military service now behind him, the spotlight naturally turns to what Suga will do next. BTS as a group has already announced plans for a comeback album and a world tour in spring 2026. For Suga, the timing couldn't be more perfect. The 100 million milestone acts as a golden bridge, reconnecting his solo achievements with the collective anticipation for BTS's full return. 100 million views is just a number, Suga humbly wrote in a brief message on Weverse after the announcement. But it's also a reminder of how warmly the world has received my music. I am deeply grateful to everyone who listened to Haegeum and continues to support me. One of the most striking elements of Haegeum is its daring fusion of traditional Korean music with modern hip-hop. This blending of genres not only sets the track apart in Suga's discography, but also positions it as a cultural bridge between Korea's historical identity and the global soundscape. By skillfully weaving together a centuries-old instrument with cutting-edge rap flows and beats, Suga created something that feels both ancient and futuristic. Timeless, yet revolutionary. The Haegeum is a two-stringed Korean fiddle-like instrument, often described as producing a sound that is both haunting and deeply expressive. It has been a central part of Korean traditional court music, folk songs, and theatrical performances for centuries. Its sharp, almost wailing tone evokes emotions that range from sorrow to urgency. For many younger listeners, especially outside Korea, the instrument was largely unknown until Suga brought it to the forefront. In interviews, he revealed his fascination with the instrument's symbolic power. By making it the backbone of his track, he essentially reintroduced it to a global audience. The decision to spotlight the Haegeum wasn't a mere stylistic choice. Suga explained that he wanted to reclaim the instrument as a metaphor for freedom and liberation, to play one's own life like a Haegeum, to loosen constraints and to create harmony out of chaos. From a production standpoint, Haegeum is meticulously layered. The opening immediately grips the listener with the piercing sound of the Haegeum, setting a traditional tone that is quickly disrupted by heavy bass and trap-inspired beats. This deliberate juxtaposition reflects the song's core theme, the clash between restrictions and freedom, tradition and modernity, control and release. Suga, known for his exceptional skills as a producer, worked on both the composition and arrangement. His beat choices are bold, sharp hi-hats, booming 808s, and intricate percussive elements, yet they never overshadowed the raw cry of the Haegeum. Instead, the production allows both traditions to coexist, reinforcing the song's layered meaning. As August D, Suga is unapologetically sharp with his lyricism. In Haegeum, his rap flows are aggressive, urgent, and punctuated with rhetorical questions that challenge societal norms. His delivery carries a sense of defiance, as if daring the listener to break out of mental and cultural cages. The bilingual use of Korean and English in his verses highlights his dual audience, domestic and global. Lines in Korean carry the weight of cultural specificity, while English phrases cut through with universal resonance. This duality reflects his ability to communicate across borders while staying rooted in his identity. The lyrics of Haegeum are direct, layered with social commentary. Suga critiques the obsession with materialism and superficial validation driven by social media. He questions the concept of freedom, challenging listeners to reflect on whether they are truly free or just trapped in invisible chains. He condemns hypocrisy and judgment, urging society to stop controlling others' lives while ignoring its own flaws. At its core, the song demands listeners to rethink what it means to live authentically. Rather than presenting freedom as a simple state, Suga portrays it as a constant struggle, a pursuit that requires breaking barriers both external and internal. The music video for Haegeum amplifies the song's message through its cinematography and narrative. Directed with noir-inspired visuals, the MV portrays dual versions of Suga, one as a law enforcer and the other as a lawbreaker. This duality emphasizes the blurred line between freedom and control, right and wrong. The police detective version of Suga represents authority, rules, and social order. The outlaw version of Suga represents rebellion, resistance, and the quest for liberation. The confrontations between these two versions create a moral paradox. Are we truly free if we live under control, or are we free when we break rules? The MV refuses to provide a clear answer, instead leaving viewers to question their own definitions. Music critics praised Haegeum for its bold experimentation. Western outlets such as Billboard and Rolling Stone highlighted the track as a genre-defying masterpiece that successfully pushed the boundaries of what K-pop could be. Korean critics applauded Suga for reviving the Haegeum and integrating it into a modern context without diluting its cultural essence. Some even argued that Haegeum positioned Suga as not only a K-pop idol, but also a cultural ambassador, bridging generations of Korean artistry. The track became a discussion point in academic spaces, with musicologists analyzing how traditional instruments can find new life in contemporary pop culture.